Do you have an email address, Ms. Burrell?
Yes, but I'm not giving it to him.
How do you two coexist with children and you won't let anybody have your emails and phone numbers and addresses? What are you guys in the CIA? First on my screen is the defendant in this matter, Mr. Kuykendall. Mr. Kuykendall, good morning.
Good morning.
And next on my screen is Pasaniqua Kuykendall, or Burrell, I'm sorry, I got the wrong name. Ms. Burrell, good morning.
Good morning.
So this is your motion, Mr. Kuykendall. Before we go further, Ms. Burrell, I can't have kids in these hearings, okay? Especially ones that make too much noise. And it's not his or her fault. It's just that's gonna mute out microphones when they speak. So it's I don't want to have any problems with that. Okay, I think we're all good. So you have filed a motion, Mr. Kuykendall, to object to the friend of the court. Is that what I hear?
Yes.
Okay. Now you understand something. When you object to the friend of the court, then I hear the case from scratch with the friend of the court there as well. And
That's okay.
You could end up in worse shape with me than you could with what the recommendation says, but that's a calculation. I just want to make sure you understand that that's part of the risk of objecting to the friend of the court.
Okay. I understand.
Okay. And Ms. Burrell, you received a copy of his objection?
No.
Did you send that to her, Mr. Kuykendall?
Yes, I did.
Didn't get it, Ms. Burrell?
How did he send it?
I think on your address on Eastern.
No, I didn't even get a notice of this court date other than through text message.
Well, then you got a notice of this court date.
Okay, well, yeah.
But you no longer live on Eastern?
I do.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out why you didn't get it. Did it come back in the mail, Mr. Kuykendall?
No, it didn't. No, it didn't.
Okay. Well,
I for privacy reasons, I never put my address on. I always mark it off, but I did first class mail, so I don't know how she didn't.
Well, did you go to the post office and get the right postage?
Yes, I did it a couple of times before. I did it like I always do it. I did it in I mailed it out in South Bend, Indiana, though, but I always mail it out from South Bend, Indiana.
I don't know. Do you have an email address, Ms. Burrell?
Yes, but I'm not giving it to him.
Okay. So how do you two coexist with children and you won't let anybody have your emails and phone numbers and addresses? What are you guys in the CIA? What's going on here?
Respectfully, sir, I am concerned for my safety. I'm being harassed and stalked.
You have
So
a
I would
PPO?
rather go through a third party, as I stated the last court hearing. I would rather go through a third party, whether it's with the courts or through his mom. Outside of those two people, then I just rather not have any type of communication.
Do you have a PPO against him?
I tried. You guys denied it because there's no.
Don't say you guys. Don't say
the
you
courts
guys.
denied it because we didn't have a order in place for the kids.
Okay. That
Yeah,
wasn't me that denied that, just so you know.
Yeah, I know. Understandable. Yeah, I get that.
So then the only thing I can do is if he has your address, he has filed an objection to the friend of the court recommendation. Did you get the friend of the court recommendation?
Mm-hmm.
Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So what you may have to do in the future, Mr. Kuykendall, is your
Uh-huh.
address confidential at the court, Ms. Burrell?
No, not as of right now, no.
Okay, you can file a request for a confidential address. And then the way you would serve her, which would kind of be easier for you, Mr. Kuykendall, is you would bring it to the front of the court and they would send it to her. And that way you could assure that she would have it.
That okay. Okay.
But you have to do the request for the confidential address first. Okay, Ms. Burrell?
Okay.
All right, so what happens when a recommendation from the front of the court is made, the parties can agree with it, and then they really have to do nothing, then it gets entered as an order. Or they can object to it, or they can try and work out their own agreement. I don't think that's even possible if the parties don't want to even communicate. So really, that only leaves with that option. The third option, and that's I have to schedule an evidentiary hearing or a trial. So you both now have, my clerk will send out the date. There's very specific requirements. It requires trial briefs, witness lists, exhibits, being in a 3-ring binder. It's complicated. So if you both were thinking of continuing to represent yourself, you can do that. But it's very complicated. And if these deadlines that are filing deadlines are not met, then your case could get postponed. And I don't want that. All right. So you'll be getting a date in the mail and have your witnesses and all that disclosed, and then we'll hear it at that time. Okay.
Okay.
You're all set, both of you with me. We'll get you that date.
I have
All
a
right,
quick
thank you.
question. So there's nothing in order as of right now. So the recommendation from the court that's not in place right now?
Correct.
Okay,
It's
thank
just a
you.
recommendation from the front of the court.
Okay.
So can I say one thing, Jan? So there's nothing in place. I saw my daughters one time in a year.
Do you see what you've done to yourself, Mr. Kuykendall?
No, I do.
See, if you would have just simply said, all right, it's not everything I want, but it's a start, then
It's not.
you
It's not a. I'm
then
sorry.
you could have got moving. But now you're
But
stuck. Now
it's
you're
not.
stuck.
It's not a start. It's not a start though. I have to. It says I get a couple hours at her house. That's impossible to do. So I don't
Well,
understand how that's a start.
well,
But I understand we're gonna do. I understand.
I'm gonna, after I hear the evidence, I'm
Mhm.
going to do or issue a recommendation also. So but I just want to make sure you have all the information. So I'll wait for that. We'll have an evidentiary hearing and then we'll figure it out from then. Okay.
Can
No
I
problem.
say one last thing? I'm sorry.
You said I have one thing to say and then
But
now you
this
have
is the
another
absolute
thing to
last
say?
thing. I promise. He just said that the order states that he has to have them at my house for a couple hours. That's not true. It states that he has to pick up and drop off from my house.
But you're talking about not an order. You're
But
talking
and that's what I'm saying. I'm willing. I'm willing to give him. I'm still willing, even without that being an order in place with the courts. I'm still willing to do that
I
if
would,
that's okay with him. But like I said, I only want to go through the courts and his mom. If we can't do that, then I'm okay with not being whatever it is.
yeah, I can't figure this out on a Friday morning. All I can,
I respect that. I'll wait till the paperwork come and we can go from there. Thank you.
okay, sounds like a plan. Thank you both
Thank
very
you.
much. Have a good weekend, a happy 4th, and be safe.
You too.